Over the years, I've witnessed North Star's incredible growth. This year marks our 36th year building a network of thoughtful donors who underwrite the grants and support North Star Fund provides to deserving grassroots organizing groups.
Our Activism's Future campaign has made us an even stronger voice of accountability at a time when the opportunity for progressive change at City Hall and Gracie Mansion has never been greater. We've had a laser-like focus on ensuring that city government is responsive to the work of grassroots activists and gives activists a role in shaping policy from the ground up.
We're a group of homeowners who've been impacted by foreclosure. North Star Fund was there for us when we had the idea to go to the Wells Fargo shareholders meeting in San Antonio, Texas, to make our voices heard.
I'm in the 11th grade and I'm at the Brooklyn School for Math and Research in Bushwick. We got a grant from North Star Fund so we could convince decision makers to offer free school lunch in all New York City public schools. Currently, more than 75% of all New York City public school kids qualify for free or reduced lunch. Because of poverty stigma, many of these same students are the victims of bullying and harassment. And as a result, many of these students don't eat lunch. Thanks to the support of North Star Fund, I have the opportunity to meet with council members, testify at budget hearings, and organize youth and student groups. This school year, all New York City middle school students in public school are receiving free school lunch. But we're not stopping until all New York City public school students get it. Thank you, North Star Fund.
I'm Catherine Wolf, and like Zeus and Nephista, I too am an organizer, but I organize donors. I got involved because I wanted to understand more about the communities that I was donating to. And to be honest, fundraising terrified me. So I joined North Star Fund's Springboard Giving Circle, and I learned about community organizing, grant making, and fundraising.
My first encounter with North Star was over a decade ago when an organization I helped launch received the North Star grant to work on education reform and organizing in Upper Manhattan. Thank you, North Star, for investing in me back then and investing in me today. I hope all of you continue to invest in people like me or a younger version of me by putting funds and passion and ideas into this fantastic, brilliant city full of crazy, wonderful organizers.
I, as the Executive Director of Faith in New York, stand before you tonight as a former foster child, as someone who was born in East New York, Brooklyn, one of the 7 communities in our city that send the most people to prison, as a child who became homeless, and now I'm able to work on affordable housing in my community of East New York. North Star Fund has been a critical partner in this journey, and so again, we thank you. Through providing rapid response funds at critical points in the Sandy campaign, to guidance from staff and how to strategically work with elected officials, the North Star Fund has been there every step of the way.
The Justice Committee works with families whose loved ones have been killed by the cops. We recently launched a campaign for a special prosecutor in the state of New York. The families who have launched this campaign, they don't benefit from a special prosecutor. They're doing it for every single family that they know is going to come. For the future families whose children are going to be killed by the cops.
I say you have a responsibility to stand up for what you believe in, and therefore you are an activist. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid to do it in your own way and in your own uniqueness. And then therefore I stand humbly and accept this award as an honoree because I now can call myself an activist.
Just like none of the work we do happens without smart, talented organizers, none of it happens without resources. So thank you, Logan and North Star, for the work you do. Without you, groups like the Justice Center and Faith in New York might not exist.
We can all take pride in playing an important role in making all this happen. We all know the world we want to create together, and our growing network of donor and community activists is moving in the direction of greater justice, equality, and fairness.
North Star Fund!